So, last we left off, our intrepid adventuring group, and Bang,
Yay.
had just gotten done.
And Bang.
Yes, and Bang had just exited the Death Fog factory that they were sent into to disarm two Death Fog bombs, and promptly beat the ever-loving crap out of a couple of boss fights that I had set up in there. Thank you so much for that. With
And we
only
skipped
one of
over
them
one.
with only one of them very nearly dying in the process. Looking at you, Bang.
Yeah, that would be me.
Yeah. Anywho, so now our intrepid adventuring group makes their way through makes their way through the city and comes to a small little area off the beaten path within the gold district and hunkers down for the next 8 hours. Go ahead and everybody, you have exactly 8 hours or until I say otherwise to prepare for whatever. I would go ahead and take a long rest if I were you.
Okay.
You guys are actually considered to be safe here.
Okay.
Yeah. Ritari's gonna go to sleep.
Uh-huh.
Bang is just going to make sure he's all stocked up on his bullets.
You did pull plenty of ammunition out of the armory, which I believe we dealt with after off camera.
Yeah, we did.
Anywho,
Hey guys, out of character, quick question.
what's up?
What would you guys say if I shot out a brick of C4 down the villain's throat?
That would be a very, very hard thing to do, especially considering the size.
Plus, that sounds like a waste of C4. My idea would be that we do some planting around the building, maybe on the roof, and we just blow it up. Or we could blow it up as a last resort, but we plant it around the building area, like around the area that we'd be at. I mean, we got a lot of it, I think.
Yeah, but one little problem about that, we don't exactly have we don't exactly have anything to, set it off.
No, you do. You guys were able to salvage the detonators, and Bang, you are, very easy. It's very easy for you to rig up a remote detonator for that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Are you sure?
Yeah, ours is just...
Are you sure we
Sorry
can just
about
tie the guy up and stick a brick of C4 with him?
And it's here where Bang is just going to grab Zoo by his shirt and say, "Last time anyone did that, a whole flock of my people died. Especially because they didn't have to. We are not sacrificing any men here. You got me, kid?"
To be fair, the guy did kind of start this.
Probably
you have no idea.
Probably the best we could do is go and stick it on him and then try blowing him up if you don't pull it off first, but that still might be kind of tricky. I've heard of dead man switches, but I don't think our detonators are that.
No.
Freckles. You being in the military are very, very, very aware of the many, many, many ways that C4 can be used, including but not limited to little little radio detonators that most Imperial military personnel use for whenever they get to use C4, which admittedly is rare, but it's still fun nonetheless.
Knoxville literally just pull out his phone and just flip it in his hands, and Freckles will hear, "We can literally use this to set off these C4."
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that would be fun.
Yeah.
That would also work. Also put it inside of items and having it on the person and then detonate it. It also happens. But there's different ways we go about it. Sticking it on him wouldn't be the easiest, but you can put it inside of items and items get the item close enough, and then boom.
Knox will actually be working on sending his C4 up to be rigged to where he just pushes a few numbers on his phone and sets them off.
Would all of them be set off if he pushes those numbers, or is one of them going off every time he pushes those numbers? Those are two very different things.
One at a time.
Okay. I would like you to make a intelligence check.
Okay. Let me switch over to my sheet.
And while he is doing that, the rest of you just kind of pacing up and down the room. Eventually, the TV screen on the far wall of this admittedly rather sparsely furnished room activates, and you see two people. One of them is the Colonel that you saw with Volokod earlier, and the other is in fact Volokod. And Volokod is the one to speak first. Report.
Well, we came, we saw, and we blew some bastards to the ground.
Very quickly, might I add.
We managed to disarm the bombs, kill off a ghost and some skeletons, and we got ourselves a nice amount of C4, as well as detonators.
I almost died, but I think Big Man over here.
Volokod looks at just kind of raises an eyebrow as though not entirely sure what he's going to do with all of that particular information, but okay. And the Colonel then pipes up and says, I don't suppose any of you were able to find evidence to suggest how this death fog was being made.
Well, there was a furnace and some stuff, so he might be using bodies, given there was undead down there and like a ghost.
That is disturbing.
Oh, you want to know what's disturbing? Having some of us fight a Minotaur skeleton.
Yeah, I did tell you about that.
You from the back from the very distant back of the feed, you can just hear some probably really expensive equipment just drop from the sound of that. Just goes, what?
You heard me.
No idea who the person was, but from whoever it was probably very, very surprised that that particular thing was down there.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was more areas. There was more areas we probably didn't touch because we wanted to get the bombs taken care of and get to the governor.
And, let's just say I got a clear head now.
Good. You're going to need it. You see Volokod push a couple of keys on the console in front of him, and a couple of drawers open up, and inside are earpieces for all of you. Very
points at his earpiece like he already has one.
Are like these?
He nods.
Are like these new and upgraded?
No, they're just specifically designed to connect to each other, and get in touch with me if things go sideways.
Bang slides one over where he would assume his ears are.
and it it fits surprisingly well for an entity such as yourself.
Sorry, but I don't do earpieces. Sensitive ears and all.
Freckles will we'll take like the as she's figuring it looks like an upgrade.
Yep. You actually pull your psionic headset off, which is what your earpiece is connected to. Yank the actual earpiece out, and replace it with the new one, and put the whole headset back on.
Ha. And she'll look over to Zeus you must have ears if you could hear us talk and you talk.
Yes, but due to some certain issues, my ears are really sensitive.
Volokod kind of nods and goes, "Yeah, that sounds about right."
Okay.
And he pushes the button again, and after everybody grabs an earpiece, the drawers close. And
I won't keep it though.
Yeah. Hey, who knows? It's probably, good for some pretty decent money, based on the little bauble that it is. If nothing else, it'd be a good keepsake. Anywho, so as you all, he lets you, Volokod and the Colonel, let you all know that they're gonna begin attacking, sometime within the next 8 hours, so he recommends that you all rest. Bang, especially, you look like you're about to keel over.
Don't gotta tell me twice.
Wait, didn't I heal him completely with heal? So there should be no physical evidence that he's been injured at all.
Well, residual
He's not
scars and all that.
Well, it's not necessarily injury. It's the fact that he got smacked around as hard as he did, and even with all of the healing and whatnot, that's kind of tiring. That's an ordeal to put your body through. Is what I'm talking about. So, Bang especially looks very, very tired, and Ratari also looks rather tired as well.
And Bang is just going to go over to Dakota and curl up in his lap.
You know what? Sure.
Yep. And as you all head to bed and get what little sleep that you guys possibly can, everybody go ahead and fulfill your long rest buttons.
Okay.
Bang, you of course, lull yourself to sleep, thinking about the very hilarious conversation that you had with the guy who taught you how to defuse bombs. A dark-skinned half elf with mutton chops and handlebar mustache. One eye is covered with a eye patch and a beanie on top.
Okay.
And his voice, hilariously enough, sounds exactly like this. And the only reason why you remember this is because this is literally the first thing that he... After you made the very, very hilarious mistake of asking what exactly makes him, qualified to teach you. What makes me a good demo man? If I were a bad demo man, I wouldn't be sitting here discussing it with you now, would I?
I guess not, but, what's that gotta do with me defusing bombs and all that?
If you know how to set them up, then you know how to turn them off now, don't you? Now come here! We're gonna get you nice and prepped.
Okay.
Did you really have to do an Irish accent?
That wasn't Irish, that was Scottish.
That was Scottish. That was very much Scottish.
There's a difference between Irish and Scottish.
Do you have a huge favourite selector? Do you have a huge favourite selector? Do not do that in front of an Irish or Scotsman.
Wait, what? What did I do?
And of course, Ben, you laugh yourself to sleep thinking about that thing. And Nox, yes, you did succeed. So yes, you can, you get all of that set up.
Okay.
So as you all take a nice, long rest, get your bearings set before you, do whatever meditations that you have, you all eventually wake up, brand new day, and you wake up to the sound of... You all wake up to the sound of several explosions, probably a couple miles away, going off somewhere in the southern quarter of the city.
Oh, that can't be good.
Morning already.
Nox will jump to his feet and try to get to a high point to see what's going on.
You guys are basically at a high point, and you basically just kind of stand on your tiptoes, look out the window, and you can see that the various you see various bits of artillery and whatnot flinging large explosive shells against the shield on the southern corner of the city, and lots and lots and lots of gunfire and explosions and all of that stuff. You get the feeling like the attack is probably underway.
Well,
boys,
that was fun. That was quick.
Boys and ladies, and he's just going to spin his gun around. Let's get to work.
I say we get to go enjoy the fun.
And we get to use the C4.
Yep. As you all head out onto the street, stealthing your way through the city streets to make sure that you guys don't have to really do a whole lot, which is surprising considering how deserted everything is, especially considering the fact that there is a giant freaking attack going on down south. As this happens, you watch as the giant Devastator-class warship begins to turn to point its nose directly at the shield.
Oh boy.
Should we run?
I say so.
Yeah.
Already beat you to it.
Yeah, you guys are basically running your way through the city streets, taking whatever back alleys you need to do in order to stay out of the way of whatever patrols are going on. And eventually, you hear a voice over your headset, and it is Captain 07 talking. Coordinates locked. Fire at will. And you watch as the arcane mass driver attached to the front of the Devastator class ship begins to power up. The power drain is so immense that you actually see how do I describe this? You know how in certain science fictions, whenever somebody like activates a gravity well or something, you can actually see like the space around it distort, and it looks like these small like white dots being stretched out.
Oh,
Yeah.
Being stretched out.
oh, are you
Being stretched
referring
out
to
toward-
something like Kurogiri's from My Hero Academia a bit?
Probably. I don't know. I don't think I've gotten that far in My Hero. Anywho.
Would it be like the space around the charge is going in a little bit?
Kinda, yeah. It looks like the space around the end of the barrel is being sucked in towards the arcane mass driver, and it builds and it builds and it builds and it builds until finally you just hear and a mass. Yeah, no laser beam, no nothing. It's just you just see several shock waves coming out from the direct path of the mass driver. And you watch as I am going to pull up a little graphic specifically for this. As soon as I remember how to do that, that would be wonderful. There it is. Dagnabbit, 1 second. Not quite that big. There we go. And you see a towering explosion, almost like a mushroom cloud.
Ow,
is that?
not dead.
Wait, what's that building it's firing on?
That's the park.
Yeah, it's not a building, it's a park.
It is a park.
Why are they firing at the park?
Warning
Very
shot?
carefully.
Warning shot?
And as you actually watch as the shield that protects the city buckle, you actually watch as the round completely and utterly bends the shield in like this massive, almost dent-looking thing before it, finally flexes back to its original thing, and hits somewhere in the park, and all of a sudden the shield just completely and utterly dies.
Wow.
Oh,
Hello?
that's not good. Yeah, I muted. Yeah, that's not good. And like
Why? The shield's down.
Screw that.
Yep.
oh wait, say,
Now
hey,
the
so is that good for us? My brain got confused.
Yes, that is actually very good for you because
yay.
granted you weren't expecting them to fire the mass driver at 10% to pull that off. But still,
That was
it's kind of hilarious. 10%.
Nice.
It's an arcane mass driver.
In character, Zeus says, "Wow, I hate to see when they fire that thing at 100%."
I say we don't
Make a
waste this
Zoo.
opportunity.
Make a history check.
Okay.
And,
I'm gonna need to get me one of those.
You are not getting one.
Why not?
Bing just hears in his head, just, oh, hell no.
Come on, y'all don't trust me with something as big as that. I have Clementine here, and y'all trust me with her.
That's all.
There's a-
Coda's gonna gently. Coda's gonna gently pat you on the head and just say, "Bag, with all due respect, I do not trust them with that kind of cannon." Let alone you."
Eh.
Oh wait, what does my
Spoken like a true Philistinian. Anywho,
Fair enough.
Zoo, you are aware that they have actually fired this thing at 100% once before. It deleted a large chain of islands from the face of the planet.
Oh wow. At second thought, I have remembered, and it wiped out an entire chain of islands from the face of the earth.
An entire archipelago.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Given what
Yeah.
we just saw,
You remember how? Yeah, you remember how I stated that. Yeah, you remember how I stated that the Iowa class battleship almost sunk an island once, right?
Yeah.
This one actually did sink islands.
Multiple.
Oh.
There was an
Oh.
Iowa class battleship that got shot by artillery that was on land. Yeah, let's just say that Iowa's class.
The hill.
all
If I
barrels
Yeah.
to the,
Yeah.
yep.
Yeah, if I recall correctly, the story for that one, it received a singular artillery shell that didn't go off, hit the ship,
Yeah, it punched
putting
hole
a
through the
3-inch
deck.
hole in the thing. So the USS Missouri turned all 9 of its guns towards the hill that the artillery shell came from, and turned that hill into an equally sized crater.
Whoa.
It tilted with all that
Wow.
firepower. It tilted that ship 4 feet.
Yeah. Yeah. And this thing can fly.
So, you want to rephrase that question of you wanting one, Bank? As Zoo raises an eyebrow.
Let's see. Can I get one, please?
Zoo just whacks
No.
Bang on the side of the head. No.
Maybe we should be on the move since the shield is down and we can get on in easier.
Yep. And as you all,
nose.
You could ask for
Anywho.
a raise in like your own airship later.
Knoxville
They're like, we got a governor to kill.
goes stealth, by the way.
Yep. Yes. So you all make your way through, and you all eventually end up at a very familiar office.
Or 3
Well,
of us.
collection for some of them.
For some of you, a very familiar office.
So
Yeah.
Inside, sitting completely
way,
calm, not entire, sitting at his desk, completely calm.
Oh, he's doing this again.
Actually, give me 1 second. Freckles, how much C4 do you have again?
you told me that Zoo had it, not Freckles, so I didn't add it to Freckles.
That's right. Zoo, do you plant C4 on the building as you guys make your way in up to the office?
You really have to answer that?
Yes.
I'm just gonna say yes.
I'm
Because-
going to assume yes.
Okay.
Okay,
Knox
so
did
how
as
much?
well, because
So
Knox
of
had-
the what did I say? I was like 8 or 9 bricks.
Oh, like
18
an 8?
of
Like, I
the
thought you
eight
said like
bricks
18
per
between
brick.
the two people.
Yeah, it was 18 bricks between between the two people.
Yeah, so like
Okay,
each person
so
would have
of the 9 bricks that Zoo has, how many get planted on the building?
I'm gonna plant 4 of them.
Okay, that should do it. Yeah.
And and out of character, the next 5, I know what I'm gonna do with them.
You're gonna strap them all together and huck them like a grenade, aren't you?
Pretty much, right in his face.
Cool.
So real quick,
Is Ratari back yet?
I didn't hear her say see
She's-
her back. She's still muted, so no, she is not yet.
Okay,
Well,
so
Well, I
As-
don't
thing real quick.
as you guys make your way to the doors, you begin to overhear a conversation between a holographic a small holograph.
Hey,
I keep forgetting how to not have that happen. All right, whatever.
So,
Wait,
can you
what are
recite
It's
thing
gonna be
real
right
quick?
there. I was trying to get it centered on 3.
So hold down Alt. If you hold down like a control, like I believe it's if you hold down Alt and you move it.
There we go.
There we go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
A holographic necromech. This one very clearly better, not better designed, but much more intricately designed, as if there's like gold accents all over this one. Talking to a very calm Vincent Feiner. My lord, the Imperial forces are beginning to break through our lines. I estimate with a 0.002% chance of successfully repelling the invaders. I recommend that we retreat immediately. And how long, pray tell, do you believe that our lines will hold? I estimate within 30 minutes our lines will collapse. Very well. Very well. Ready the ship. We will evacuate and make our way to Thelistinia. Very good, my lord. How long should I give you to get to the ship? Give me 10 minutes. It seems that I have some uninvited guests. Very good, my lord. And the hologram deactivates. And,
on Zoo with the now
Kidding
on.
me?
And Zoo's
That's
better
false.
at stealth. How does the klutzy cat with +3 do better than the
Wait a
+10
minute.
rogue?
No, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Guys, wait a minute. If I recall for a rogue, after a certain level, you can't get a -1.
Wait, what?
So, Talon, could you resize me real quick?
yes.
Selector, to
I don't know why
answer
you
your
guys are
question.
calling yourself-
Thank you.
Selector, to answer your question, because of your proficiency and your dex check, you physically cannot roll lower than a 10 at all, so your thing is already active.
Oh,
Yeah.
I freaking hate this game sometimes.
Also, hello, Illa Umbra in chat.
Hello.
I don't have the chat up. Otherwise,
Yeah,
I'd be
that's
a lot
why
more responsive to that.
why I pass along, because I can watch the chat with no problem on the stream manager.
Yeah,
Anywho,
roll stealth.
Well,
Yeah, I
it's
don't know
only
why
stealth
you guys were
one.
rolling stealth.
Well, I was
I
curious
don't
too
know why
about
either,
Freckles.
but I'm happy to get the highest. on
Yeah,
that.
Yeah. So,
I'm still
with my
amused.
33.
Like, I'm still amused.
Second highest, I mean.
And, like,
so
heavy
he
armor
knows
does
that
not-
Zoo, Coda, Freckles, and Ritari, go ahead and give me a stealth check, if you please.
Yeah, Freckles already rolled hers.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. So we need from Ritari.
I'm on it.
Yep.
Also,
Also, glad to have you back. I was
Welcome
trying
back.
to delay as long as I possibly could, so that you could get back here for this.
Sorry.
Oh, whoa! Gosh, dang it!
So am I. Well, there's a.
I just imagine like
Ritari.
okay, so like I just imagine that like they got like their that like they're leaning up against like the door, and then like Freckles
It's like everyone
leads
falls
on
in except for me and Bang.
I
Good
just
grief.
imagine that the style pack is like Coda, Ritari, Zoo, and then Freckles, and then like the door just gives way because all four of us are leaning against it, and then we just fall in.
Yeah,
Freaking
I've heard of a pack attack, but this is ridiculous.
yeah, that's
Optimus.
exactly what happens. And as you, Zoo, as Freckles, Zoo, Ritari, and Coda stumble in, you just see Governor Vincent Feiner sitting in his high back chair, just kind of his fingers steepled, looking up at you. Zoo, are you going to stumble in, or do I need to move you?
Oh, oops. Right here? Would that work?
Yep, that would work.
And
Where's Ritari?
Sophia can pull over Ritari.
Yep.
Out of character, this is so stupid! I'm a rogue! I'm supposed to have good decks for stealth!
That is why
What
I
you
was
do?
laughing
You do.
so. That's why I was laughing so hard. Ritari needs resized.
I'm working on it already.
Yep, just
There we go.
I was waiting for her
Here.
to pull her token out.
Yep, just like a.
You're,
Hello there,
You looked up
Governor. Mighty fine day, isn't it?
So this is the guy. Alright. Honestly, he's less impressive than I thought.
He looks the governor looks up at you all. It just kind of gives a cursory glance through, and just kind of goes, "Well, I recognize one of you." Now, if I
yeah,
might-
because Bang and Nox are just not right there.
yeah, he doesn't know about you two.
But he does recognize Ritari.
Yeah, he
which is what
recognizes
says.
Ritari.
Yep.
Has no idea about Nox and Bang as of yet. He
Yeah,
doesn't
'cause
know you guys are there.
Yeah, because like they's hidden
Yeah.
good.
Yep.
And I'm just gonna
No.
try and sneak in so I can make a good dramatic entrance.
Yeah,
No,
my,
there's only-
my phone.
Forgive me, but there's
phone
only
is
one
acting up.
entrance there.
Huh?
If there's only one entrance, then how are you gonna sneak in? If you break a window, he's gonna notice.
You could sneak
There are
in
ways.
from like around the doors behind us while we're kind of the distraction.
Also, Ritari has a dress.
Yep.
Just saying. Ritari does have a
I
dress.
am a
And
man with dignity. How dare you?
Guys, I don't get it. What are you guys talking about?
I am a
Nope.
man that respects women. Thank you very much.
I never said you had to hide under her skirt. I was saying you hide behind it.
Yeah.
Wait, wait, what? Are you,
Like what you were previously
Nope,
implying.
nope. Trust me, it is not something you need to know. Trust me.
Do not ask.
Freckles is gonna be like,
And
Anywho. Anywho.
Bang is just going to hide behind Large Boy.
Okay. Okay.
That might just
I'd
your
call that
pillow and wall at this point.
well, that
Pretty
is,
much.
Yes.
Well, that just
Please.
might
This is just
find
this
that.
is just Bang's fancy way of saying he likes you.
Anywho,
Well, that might
as
find that you know.
as you all stumble in, he recognizes. I understand, Nox, and he looks at the four of you and goes, "I recognize one of you. Now, might I inquire as to who the other three are?"
None of your concern.
Here for some
Interesting.
justice. So you're just gonna lie down, or we get to do this the fun way?
The fun way being we beat you up very, very badly.
Valakad really does know how to pick his pawns, doesn't he?
Oh, screw
that is
you.
adorable. Ah,
I ain't no one's
Tell me.
pawn.
tell me, which one of you four was the one who figured out how to destroy my death fog, if I might ask? I have to admit.
Retari raises her hand.
Oh. How interesting. I'm gonna have to figure out how you did that. Well,
You never will.
You can find out
Well-
in the afterlife.
You don't have the time.
he stands up from his seat and walks to the edge of his desk and begins to walk around the edge of his desk. Tell me. I know I'm not going to be able to convince you, and he points at Freckles. And based on my history with you, and he points at Ratari, I don't think I'm going to get very far with you. But what about the other two? You're nothing more, based on your appearance, nothing more than common mercenaries. What if I were to tell you that if you work for me, you could easily make far more working for me than you ever would working with the Imperial state?
And Bang is just going to shoot intentionally over his shoulder. Just barely missing his head. And that is where he will step out of the shadows and say, "Honor! Atari wasn't the only one responsible for defusing the bombs. I had a part in that as well."
I was just about to say
I
something, but I was
should
kind of interrupted.
I should have known.
And
However, I do believe that your little bird friend has something to say.
you just laughs hysterically. And why would I join you? No, you're nothing more. You're nothing more than a pitiful old man. And I've seen pitiful, and I've seen people like you. You think I would join you? Oh, please. Don't make me laugh.
You just
Can
watch as you finish that little as you finish that ever so wonderful little speech, you hear and
Honor.
he just
What have we
says,
got planned? Oh, sorry.
and he just says, "Old man." Oh, that's brilliant.
Honor, whatever you planned, you got a debt to pay anyway. So I wouldn't try nothing. And Fang is just going to hold out Clementine directly at his chest.
Oh,
The
I
governor
do
will
indeed have a
hear.
debt to pay, but it is not
The go-
with you. and you all watch as he claps his hands together, and immediately watch as jet black and green smoke curls off of his hands. And as I change out the music,
Yo, get down!
Stop moving, guys.
everybody roll for initiative while I mess with this.
No problem.
Real
And Freckles and make sure that you've clicked on your token when you click the word initiative.
Yeah.
Ooh,
remember
not
to
bad.
click on your token first.
And then when he brings it up, it should we should be on there. And just give it a few moments, cause Roll20 likes a like sometimes. Holy nice!
Where we go first?
He addressed like Ratari, and Ratari gets to go first. Nice one.
Oh
Hey.
boy!
Freckles.
That's
Apparently,
poetic.
Freckles he has to collect herself there because of that. Their laugh just like.
All right.
Like she rolled
Well.
low.
Unfortunately for you all, he gets to roll with advantage.
Oh no.
What did Nox roll?
1,
Nox is 27.
Oh, he's a
Two.
lich.
Okay.
Oh, grand.
So,
all right.
so
You
the-
watch as this tiny old man, as Zoo so hilariously put it. All right, so he
don't
got
forget to
a
add Nox. Because Nox had 27.
Yeah, Nox is
Yep, and I am about to add him now.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, I hope I wasn't being rude.
No, that was in character, so.
I'd call that in character because whenever a boss gets to roll for advantage, that's terrifying, and it should be.
No, that's not what I
Oh,
meant.
yeah.
I was referring to. When I was trying to say something and I was accidentally interrupted. I wasn't trying to be rude.
I'm sorry.
Oh no, you're fine.
You're fine.
Whoops, I failed to accidentally 23.1.
But
There
if
we
I
go.
may say, I think Zoo calling him old man is what broke the camel's back.
Yeah, because after you called him that, then the laugh happened, and then you got two you got a floofed up really big kitty, and then a floofed up Neko.
All right.
Yeah.
So at the top of the round,
Tail.
you watch as two necromantic portals open up at his feet, and he makes sure that the music is on a repeat, which it should be.
No,
It's just going to take a little bit.
Going.
Yep. And you watch as okay, good. It is actually on a repeat. And you watch as two large armor slayer great swords are fly blade first out of the portals, and he grabs the two, one in each hand, and swings one down to his right side and places the other one across his shoulders. Now then, shall we begin? Tell me, how would you like to die? Painfully or quickly? Nox, it is your turn.
Character,
let's
I am
see.
really starting to hate this guy.
You should.
Yeah,
You should have seen the first, the first sewer problems, which I think is up on Wicked's channel, and you can see of why he's
Yeah,
hated
it
by
is.
the other players that have met him before.
So how far is he from Nox right now?
He is, as soon as I remember where my ruler
About
is,
35.
he is
about,
35 feet from you.
okay.
Yeah, about 30.
Okay.
Yeah, about 35. 30 if you hop up on the table, but yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
So
And he is still focused entirely on everybody else right now. So
I think
yeah, you have a clear shot at him.
And would that be
so
advantage?
from behind the chair to here is about 20. maybe 15, 20. I can't tell.
He's at
It is
25
now.
feet.
He's now 25 feet away from you.
Yep. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
I cannot believe it. I can't believe it. I really pissed him off.
Yeah, you did.
Let's go to my action.
Oh, before I forget, his eyes are now the whites of his eyes were normally white. They are now black. And his brown irises are now glowing with that same toxic green color that you
that's
are
not
now
fun.
so very well aware of.
Oh boy.
Okay.
So
I'm imagining like a lime, like a glowing lime green.
Pretty much. Like a glowing neon green.
it'd be advantage.
Is not human.
It'd be advantage with him not knowing Nox is there, correct?
That is correct. So yes, this is in fact
Okay.
sneak attack.
Roll. That is a 19 to hit.
You definitely, you are 2 points away from missing. So you do hit. Go ahead and roll damage for me.
If like My Little Pony has taught
Wait.
us anything, green means evil.
Hey, don't say that. What about Sweetie Belle or Keep
Uh-oh.
playing?
And
No one's near him, so or does the sneak attack damage still count?
Sneak attack is still in effect because if I recall correctly, Doran, feel free to correct me on this. If rogues are the first person to hit the person, are the first to hit their target, then they automatically get sneak attack damage installed.
That is... No, if they have advantage, then yes. If they're
Okay.
the first person to hit, that's specific to specific classes. I know Gloomstalker, there's a thing, and I think Assassinate. With Assassin, there's also a thing. But
That's what I was thinking of. I was thinking of assassin. My bad. Anywho,
And that's
yeah,
not
it's still sneak attack.
Anthem. I'm
And that's
Yeah.
not all.
Anthem.
Swashbuckler has two different ways of sneak attack.
Yes. That I am not entirely aware.
Let's see. Let me.
Ratari, you don't need that
Hold on.
nature check. He is definitely not human. At least not anymore.
Would Ratari know about
With a
liches?
Creature you hit with a attack with a finesse or ranged weapon. Okay. If you have advantage on attack roll.
With her
So yeah, if I have advantage on the attack roll, it activates sneak attack.
Yeah. So go ahead and roll your sneak attack damage.
Tiefling.
Ratari, go ahead and say that again.
Would Ratari know anything about liches? Because of her being a tiefling?
Would that be arcane or still nature? Because let's just are.
I would say that you being a tiefling would not necessarily be the reason behind you knowing about liches. Liches are very, very famous, if for no other reason than because they're like one of the big, they're the big oh crap kinds of things. Liches, and you are very much aware that liches come in two different forms. There is the necromancer form of lich, which is arguably one of the more horrifying version. And then there is the for lack of a better term, the Lich King variant of liches, which is predominantly a physical based entity, but they will always have some kind of weapon up their sleeve.
well, I guess the necromancer longsword I had isn't going to be used at all.
Nope.
Nah, not really. Yeah. You are very much aware that they have complete immunity to necrotic damage. You are aware that they have complete immunity to non-magic piercing, slashing, and bludgeoning. And you are aware that they are immune to poison. And they have resistance to cold and lightning.
Good thing. Wait, did you say they're immune to piercing?
Yes.
From
non-magical.
non-magical. Your dagger's fine.
Yeah, so like non-magical weaponry is not gonna he has resistance.
Yeah.
Hang on,
with the
Nox,
filthy
18
top
damage total?
Yes.
Nice.
That's including sneak attack.
Yeah.
Ouch.
So it was 15
Why
from the
can't I-
dagger,
Oh.
18 from, or 13 from the sneak attack.
Alright then, minus 18. Alright,
And now-
so you watch as Nox comes out of literal nowhere, tosses a knife at Finer, and it actually does embed itself into his back temporarily. And he does visibly react to it, going, "What the hell?" And the knife immediately goes back to Nox, and he looks over at you, Nox, and goes, "So that's where you were." Bonus action, I believe you have.
Let's see.
Or like an zero to rogues get extra attack.
Rogues do not get extra attack
They do not.
unless you're
I believe that
swashbucklers
rogues
have
extra attack.
extra attack.
Yeah, they have the bonus action. Regular rogues, not so much.
Yeah.
Hey, Talon, can I ask you something
wait,
real quick?
Sure.
Is it possible, when it gets to my turn, is it possible for me to attack him, then disengage, fly up, and use stealth to try to vanish?
There we go.
That would be your action and bonus action, my guy. So
It would be-
just disengage.
It would be it would be an action to attack. You fly up, which would trigger. You fly up with a disengage, which would be your bonus action to keep him from attacking back.
Alright,
Oh yeah, no, you wouldn't be able to. You do not have a second bonus action.
just wanted to double check.
Yep.
Bonus action.
Thank you for asking first, if nothing else.
Bonus action hide.
All right, give me stealth check.
And
Yep.
the table legs
Yeah,
are solid,
I'm
by
not
the way.
kidding.
Yes, they are.
As it's like
Yeah,
one of those
well,
like
I'm
desks.
not kidding when I built my eye.
And now you are roboting hard, buddy.
Of course. Come on. 34.
All right. So yeah, he has no idea where the frick you just went. Hilariously enough,
Disappeared, and then
somehow.
Weird.
And vanish again.
just appear, stab, disappear.
Yep, pretty much. So, I believe that is the rest of your turn, Nox. Correct?
Yep. Yes.
It is now Finer's turn. So, painful way it is then. And with him losing track of Nox, he's going to go for the nearest person to him.
Which is Zoo it or Bang.
Don't jinx it!
Which is actually Zoo or Bang, because you are in fact the closest to him.
Dang it, you guys!
I mean, it was kind of obvious. There
Yeah.
wasn't anything you.
Bang! High or low?
I'm gonna say low.
All right then. He's coming for you.
You suck!
If I can't get the
So,
one kobold,
fine,
I'll
Earth,
get the other one.
rank luck!
So, Finer, you watch as Finer makes a surprisingly, for someone as old as he is, you see him surprisingly enough, not hovering or levitating, but make a surprising level of speed. Book it at oh, cool. Book it to right here. And with equal amounts of ease. Question. How many of you have seen the fight between Darth Sidious, Maul versus Maul and Savage?
Yes.
I haven't.
Oh, yeah.
Nope.
Yep,
I
I think I
don't-
know what.
Nope.
I think I
I
know
Oh,
what
no,
you're
this is
trying
gonna
to
hurt.
That's
No.
I want you to imagine Sidious's level of absolute toying with people, as that's basically how fluid his movements are, which should not be the case for him.
Oh wow. Yeah, cause that guy's like middle aged or 60s if I recall correctly.
Yep, somewhere in
Isn't
there.
he a human?
What do you expect?
He's
Nope.
a lich selector.
That guy ain't human.
Yeah, but like the
You're not human.
And with a cackle in the back of his throat, he brings one of his great swords down
Yeah.
That's gonna hurt.
on Bang.
Okay.
So here's the first attack.
Oh, jeez!
ooh,
Nope.
warning flare.
Nope.
Oh, thank
Nope.
you.
Warning flare. Imposes disadvantage, I believe. Yeah, like you can in reaction to
Yes.
impose disadvantage on the attack roll, causing light to flare before the attacker, before it hits or misses.
Yep.
That is not a
The
spell.
moment.
Actually, that
No, it's not.
It wouldn't
No.
matter. It wouldn't matter in this case anyway. So this is disadvantage. Okay.
Yep. So one
Yep.
more roll. Aha!
Alright,
Nice.
so you watch as,
no,
okay, so you
can I-
watch
can I
as,
try
as
to
he
look?
as he brings it down, a flash of light suddenly blinds him a little bit. You duck out of the way, and he completely takes out the chair next to him, sending it hurtling. I don't actually have the ability to animate this, unfortunately.
Actually, I can just imagine it just split
Yeah,
in
just
half.
just imagine that chair is no longer it basically went from being right in front of you to being a pile of ash against the stone pillar over here.
Out of character? Holy crap!
This is why I have warding flare ready and prepped.
Just mark out the
All
chair.
right.
The chair doesn't
Knock
exist anymore.
Guy off. And out of character, I should not have pissed this guy off.
Yeah.
Hell.
Nope, you
Here comes
probably
the second
shouldn't.
attack.
Why did I have to do that? Why did I have to go through?
16.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay,
Wait,
you
does-
take
does- wait,
7
does disadvantage
slashing.
still apply here?
No.
Okay, just wanted to make sure.
The
So,
thing only goes on one roll.
yep.
I thought he already did his second attack.
Nope, that was
Nope.
the disadvantage attack.
And it's by sheer luck that attack that I reduced was the attack that did the most damage.
Oh, just wait for it. So, the second attack comes down with. So you actually do see the first one coming in because of the flash of light, thankfully. However, what you don't see is the second one coming up in this basically backslash across your chest. And so you take 7 slashing and 8 necrotic. And he heals 8 necrotic.
Are you kidding me?
And yeah, and
So my
Bang's
dagger's basically
Bang's
himself up.
Bang's pseudo rage is acting up now.
Would you stop playing that Talon?
No.
Please don't. Never stop.
No. And he goes, so how's that? And as soon as you feel the ice cold blade go straight across your chest, giving a nice little gash across it, he looks at you dead in the eyes, his face literally level with you, going, so how is that for fun? Ritari, it is now your turn.
Oh boy.
Oh wait, do I need to make a saving throw?
Oh wait, you're right.
Yeah,
You're
like
right.
con save. Fails
Go
to
ahead.
target
Go ahead and
take.
give.
Oh wait, for like the necrotic damage, that there is the con save to see if you take the necrotic.
That's. No, you just take half damage. Is what that is.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
so
On
that
fail
means-
save, the target
Yeah.
creature
Okay.
takes damage.
Okay, my bad.
healing-
He does
healing
not
the
heal
lich.
from that.
So like
So
he does not
minus
heal.
8. Yeah, you take half the necrotic damage, and he does not heal from that. Ritari, it is now your turn. My bad. Thank you for reminding me.
Who plays Bang again?
Hmm?
Who plays Bang again?
That would be me.
Oh, Steve, I just wanted to say, on next turn, if you went over here, you would probably get advantage.
Yep, he would.
Yep. Yeah, because
Yeah.
Anywho. Yep. Anywho, Ritari, it is now your turn.
Yeah, Ritari is gonna do this little boom boom.
Uh-oh.
Sophia, please remember to thank. Oh. Never mind.
Oh crap!
yeah, and you get three on the lowest level, and if you upcast it, you get more missiles.
Yeah, it
Yep.
didn't ask if I want to upcast it.
Yeah, like it's not gonna ask you if you
It's-
want to upcast it. You have to decide on which
Okay.
level you're gonna upcast it to if you're doing that, and then count how many more missiles that would give you, because it's one more missile per level above where it base is.
So he just took 10 damage.
Jeez.
Yes,
Yeah,
he did,
'cause-
and
'cause
I
there's-
screwed that up. Whoops.
Yeah, so I can't remember what
Alright,
level
what
magic
was
missile
his?
is. So if you are going to upcast it, just
35.
okay. Yeah,
And then
so
he
if you're gonna
took-
upcast it, count how many. Okay, so like what level would better question. Are you upcasting?
Yeah, let's do a level 4.
Oh, 4,
Okay,
so that'd be 2,
roll another magic missile
like
damage.
3 more magic missiles, because that gives you 3 more beams.
Oh, that's right. I thought it was one more beam per spell level.
3,
Yeah,
6,
like this
7,
is a level
8,
1 spell.
18.
Yeah, like
That's
like this
right.
is a level 1 spell, so like level 2, 3, 4, so
Yep,
that'd be 3
that's
more
18
beams.
damage.
So 3 plus level 2 is 4. Level 5 would be 6. No, would be 5.
Okay, so like at level 1, it does by default 3 beams.
Level 1. So level 1, 3, 4,
Is like the
5, 6.
Yeah, so
I'm trying to count how many missiles are supposed to go,
Yes,
and
like, that
I'm
would be
screwing myself up.
Sorry. At like level 1, it by default shoots out 3 beams. For each level upcasted, you get 1 additional beam.
Level 1. Okay. I'm sorry. You're right.
You're fine.
You're right. Okay, so six total. 6 total.
Yep.
That would be 18.
Yep, which are there.
So
18 damage.
And make sure you mark
Mine-
off your level 4 spell slot.
Minus a
Atari.
further 18 points
did.
of damage.
Okay.
Yeah, he definitely felt that one. Not really, but
18 twice.
yeah, he basically, yeah, and then as he is staring down Nox with
Bang.
his
Bang.
Bang, as he's staring down Bang. Why do I keep
Oh,
making that stupid mistake?
That's fine.
As he
Because
you actually watch as the first bolt comes up and hits him right underneath the jaw, sending him reeling back. The second one hits him right in the shoulder, hits him right in the right shoulder. The other one goes to the left shoulder.
Please tell me. Please tell me one hits him in the nuts.
Damn it.
So that was the first three.
He's
The
a
fourth
witch, he
one-
don't have nuts.
Whatever, come on.
The fourth one hits him straight in the face again. The fifth one and the sixth one both do this little do these little loop-de-loops around and then hit right where his nutsack should be, and he just goes.
You tell him.
All right, Ritari. Anything else you've got?
Any bonus action? Look at your spells. See if you have any bonus.
And actually, I'm going to have him roll a
Oh wait a second.
strength
No,
save,
no wait a second. You cannot
Real
do
quick.
like another spell.
which he succeeds.
But yeah, you can check like your abilities, see if there's anything bonus action abilities.
Alan?
Yes. You're welcome.
My nuts. Oh wait, I don't have it.
Yeah. He doesn't have any nuts, so it doesn't really do as much as you would like it to do, but it's still hilarious to think that two of them went there.
Oh, nuts.
Yeah, I believe you can offhand the dagger, but it's base damage without the modifier.
I don't
Yep.
even have dagger.
Alright.
Eager.
Alright. In that case, I would assume that unless you're going to move somewhere, that will be the end of your turn.
Are you staying put or gonna move?
I think I'm gonna stay put.
Alright then. That is now the end of your turn. Bang! It is now your turn.
Okay, yeah. Bang's necrotic-induced rage is
Kicking
now
in,
start-
I would
Yeah,
assume.
starting to act up. So, but this is not at a stage where he's like fully given into the rage yet. So
Yep.
he's still in some level of actual thinking. But anyway,
Yeah. Don't be surprised if I ever decide to have you make a wisdom save at some point.
no problem. Bang is going to jump here, and then
That chair is not there.
It is not there. That's why I marked that. That's
I
why
know.
I marked over it.
I know.
Yeah, plus if you
The
move
chair
here,
was
you can
killed
get it.
today.
You
I
can
know.
get
Bang-
advantage.
Or even right here would like still be in line for like the. Yeah.
Yep, there we go. Yep.
No, that's not how it works.
It's.
I'm going to say that it works that way. Because it's a
Alright.
ranged weapon.
What about for me though?
You still get benefits from flanking.
Yeah, because the
Oh.
person's still across.
He's being threatened by a ranged weapon and a close encounters weapon.
Okay, yeah, that's fair enough. Sorry, I just wanted to double check because
And
I understand your reasoning. I do. I'm going to say screw that. I'm going to say screw the rules, and we're going to do it my way.
Fair enough. Thank you,
In the
Taylor.
words of the immortal bard, screw the rules, I have money.
Minus the money part, but yes.
Take my money.
Anyway,
So, money.
Bang
Anywho,
is going to aim for the head and do a piercing shot.
disadvantage because you're not. Unless you're going to add another thing to that, I'm going to impose disadvantage on that because you're aiming for something specific.
Wouldn't that be normal though?
Okay, it wouldn't be.
Yeah, like that
Okay,
would be
he wouldn't
normal
actually.
because advantage and disadvantage would cancel.
Yep.
Okay, he wouldn't actually be going for the head per se.
You're right.
Yeah,
It would be. It would be just a normal roll in that particular case.
Yeah, but he's hoping that he does get a hit on the head at some point.
All right.
He's just going to shoot.
All right.
Specifically, his fire ammo.
Oh boy.
Oh, that hits.
Nice.
Yes. Yep. You actually clock him straight in the face. Because he was looking straight at you. And he takes -7 piercing. Whoops.
He has
-7
resistance.
piercing.
Wait, the gun's not. The gun's magical, if I remember correctly.
The bullet.
No, it's the bullet.
The bullet
But
is
the bullet
magical.
is.
So
The
he
bullet's
does
doing
take the full seven piercing, and minus,
fire.
and then minus certain number fire.
5.
All right then.
Okay, and now Bang is
All right,
going
so Bang, you actually catch him straight in the face, and you notice that that particular bullet does something hilarious. It seems to be a little bit more impressive. Does actually hit a little harder than you expected it to.
Not so tough now, are you? And he is going to make. Oh wait, one sec. Let me. I already said the piercing shot.
However, what you also know is that his face is not burned at all.
Ah, crap.
Wait, so did the 5 not hit then?
No, the fire hit. It's just that his face isn't burning.
Oh.
Oh.
I'm gonna make you burn one way or another. And
Fire.
Another.
okay, so
1 second,
let
I
me-
gotta get the actual thing.
There we go. Okay,
You are
Ganondorf,
welcome
calm
to
down.
try.
And another attack.
That just barely hits.
Ooh.
Ooh, buddy.
You met his armor class.
Oh, now we know.
Well,
I figured it was 17 the moment you said it was a -2 from it.
Perfect.
So minus 9 from that, and then a minus different number for that.
Talon, quick question. How
What's
high
up?
is the building?
How high is the building? Like the ceiling and the roof. You mean?
Yeah.
Probably about 20 feet up.
That's what I was just thinking, because I don't think I ever noted that down, but yeah, like 20 feet feels right.
Yeah,
Need to double check because of the-
It's the governor's office. Of course, he's gonna have a high ceiling.
Yep.
Wow, that explains his ego.
No, that's just imperial architecture.
Aye.
I know that. I know that, but I was going for something. You ruined it.
Sorry.
Anyway, don't worry, I got it. So, and Bang is just going to a shot to 3.
Oh,
Oh man, that fire damage though.
all right. So minus 8 from that.
Oh, I love you, gunslinger.
And minus a different number for that.
Wait, he can take. Wait, he could do 3 times. He could shoot 3 times.
He's a fighter.
Gunslinger.
Fighter,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
like
that's
fighters
right.
can
And
do 3 attacks.
Oh crap!
Speaking of me being a fighter, I'm going to invoke my right as a fighter to do a little something that I like to call the action surge.
Oh boy! Oh boy! This is gonna hurt.
I
Attack
want
number-
this man dead.
I can tell.
Save some of him for the rest of us.
So,
All right.
A 4 shot.
All right. Yeah, that hits.
Hey,
Ow!
don't forget. Hey, don't forget about the advantage.
Initiate
No,
order.
yeah, go-
Initiate order 66.
And
He
then,
he still has advantage because he's across from me.
unless of course he's
pierce-
he's still specifically asking for a specific area, he also has disadvantage.
which then
So he's
nullifies it.
just continuously shooting him in the face.
Oh, I
Yeah.
did not know that. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
it's okay.
yeah.
So
Yeah, guns have
so
a range
they
of
cancel
disadvantage.
they canceled each other out. So he's still just a straight roll.
Sorry.
Okay.
Wait, so
sorry.
You're fine.
No,
I
don't
put
worry
it-
about it.
I
You
put
didn't
him
know.
here, so that would not invoke disadvantage, right?
The disadvantage is the fact that you're continuously shooting him in the face.
That like
Okay,
you, that like
fair
you
enough.
called
That-
us
So
specific.
if you stop
Fair
doing that, you lose the disadvantage.
And then you
Yeah.
have advantage if you're not particularly aiming for a called spot.
Yep. Ow!
He's getting advantage. His shots are insane.
It's a good thing I'm not getting an advantage, huh?
Hey,
Okay. I think. Okay.
And one more time, buddies.
Woo!
-7. Minus different number. Okay.
6 shooters.
damage has he taken?
A lot.
It's time
Man, I'm
for
glad
No
I'm-
Mercy
Man,
Bang
I'm-
time.
Man, I'm glad I decided to do the thing that I did.
Yeah, like
Because this
fighter-
game would be over if I hadn't.
yeah, like
Yeah.
although fighters only have like one action surge right now per short or long rest, so
Actually, it depends on. Actually, per
Oh.
level, it increases.
All right.
Ooh, let me make
But
sure.
that's only like the 3rd and 5th levels, if I remember correctly.
Yep. Anywho.
I'll relook.
Go ahead.
All right. So Bang, just absolutely put a lot of bullets in him. Really, really a lot of bullets in him.
Hey, save some for me, Bang.
And he went from having quite a bit of health to not having near as much.
Okay, and I'm going to. Yeah, I think that'd be. That'll be my turn. I think.
All right. So that is the end of Bang's turn.
Yep, used your action and bonus action.
Yep. So Zoo, you just watched as Bang just fanned the hammer on his pistol, and just like cowboy hip fire fanned the pistol, and just completely and utterly just went off on this entity, and he is not happy. He is not happy at all. So,
Not a happy camper.
so because he can do this,
Wait,
he is going to interrupt. He is going to use one of his legendary actions.
No, come on, that ain't fair. I didn't even get a chance.
And he is going to use
Usually BBEGs have like 3 legendary actions that they can take at any point, and then they get it back on their turn.
Yeah.
What about the legendary action is the layer action, right?
I think that's separate if they have a lair.
That's for dragons.
Oh, well,
That's a dragon thing.
So what's he gonna do?
Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
That hurts. And
Oh wait, all I can imagine this is from a Frieza gift. That hurt. That hurt!
okay. How many people are there?
How do you like that, you bastard?
Bang!
Yeah, what's up?
Pick a number between 1 and 6.
Shit. I am not going for 4 because I'm using Mista logic here.
Okay.
So
Zoo, pick a
I'm
number
going to
between
go
1 and
5.
Zoo, pick a number between 1 and 6. That isn't 4.
PC, 1?
Oh, yeah, I
Okay.
said I wasn't picking 4.
Bang chose 5.
Oh, Bang chose 5. Okay. So, sorry. Let me rephrase that. Pick a number between 1 and 6 that isn't 5.
Zoo said 1.
Alright. Coda, pick a number between 1 and 6 that isn't 1 or 5. Two. Okay, Freckles. Your turn.
Freckles gonna say 3.
Okay. Ritari. Your turn. Pick a number. That isn't any of those.
Let's do 4.
Okay.
What are you doing?
The only reason I
Coda!
Oh boy.
decided that
I'm gonna be real irritated if this doesn't go off. As a matter of fact, I'm going to impose disadvantage on this because he is pissed. Make a wisdom saving throw at disadvantage.
Lightning gaze! Oh no! Oh wait, that actually isn't as bad as I thought it was.
Interesting.
Wisdom save.
Wait a minute, doesn't Porter have really good wisdom?
Yes,
I
it's
might
one
have really good
of the
wisdom.
reasons why I gave him disadvantage.
Oh, he would have
Oh,
been another wisdom
come on.
disadvantage. Just
That's
oh.
bull!
You, sir, are frightened.
Talon, you did that on purpose. That doesn't seem fair.
for the first time in his life, Oda now knows fear.
Yeah.
This would not be the first time in his life he knows.
You kinda did that on purpose.
Wait,
This
not
would not
for
be
the
the first time in his life. This is not the first time he's felt fear. This is just the first time he's felt fear today.
That's fair. That is fair.
Okay,
All
yeah,
right.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Oh.
Hey, if anything, I would have given disadvantage regardless.
Ow.
Regardless of who it was. Because he is pissed right now.
Wait, that's fair.
So, Zoo, now it's your turn.
Ow. In that case... Alright, let's see. Advantage, sneak attack...
Yeah, Selector with
nah.
bonuses, they can take legendary actions whenever they want.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Actually,
that's-
it's at the end of of some player's turn.
Alright, time for... Alright, here goes. No!
Ooh, baby!
Holy crap!
Oh, nice.
Ow. Okay.
Yeah, you could say Zoo is pissed at him. Cause he really does not like people like... Cause he really doesn't like people like him.
Oh, you think that's going to be? You think that's going to be? That's going to be it? All right. So, cutscene time.
Oh boy.
So,
Probably.
I realize that this completely breaks immersion, but I don't care. I need to do this anyway.
Did I do something wrong?
No, no. I just have to do it because he's not next to a window. The Viner gets pushed back to a window as the cutscene begins. And he is very hurt. Zoo, you tackle him out the window.
Hey, what are you doing?
And
Take this.
and shank the poor guy straight in the chest. And he just goes, "Ah!" And you both go tumbling out the window. Halfway down the very, very tall 3-story building.
Wait, can I fly?
Yes, you
No one
can.
move.
I'm getting to that. Halfway down the 3-story building, you watch as he begins as jet black smoke, and as his form begins to crackle and shimmer with a very, very evil energy. Let me delete that and turn that off because I don't need it. And seeing this, Zoo, you take off away from him, and he just collides with the bottom of the city. Everybody else, you follow suit after him. Zoo, you land. Everybody else lands, pretty smoothly.
You're
So
welcome.
DM question, how long does this take for us to get downstairs and get to them?
You
I'm
don't go
assuming we
down the
just jump
stairs.
out the window.
You don't go down the stairs. You guys jump out the window and
Okay.
land. I am going to place everybody's tokens real quick.
Yeah, so we
right after
end up having a landing strategy.
Yes. He is right there.
Whoa, we got bigger.
Superhero landing.
There we go.
What the heck is that?
His true form emerges.
Alright. Bang, you are
Give the DM
you
a
right.
minute.
You are right there. Freckles, you are right there. Coda, you are right there. After I resize you.
We need Ratari pulled
Hey,
over and
big guy, you
Nox.
alright?
Ratari, you are right here. And I resize you.
Sorry,
Why does this look so modern? I thought this was supposed to be.
Time heroes while waiting.
Yeah, I made that mistake. I made that assumption as well. The first time.
Like, what
but,
was that, Sophia?
Why do you think the other guy? Why do you think that the Devastator class exists? If this wasn't a modern setting, that thing would not exist. And I am missing somebody. Who
Wait,
am I
and
missing?
why do mythical creatures exist in a modern world?
You're missing
in like a
Zoo
fantasy
himself.
setting.
Okay.
In a fantasy setting,
There we go.
non-human
And
creatures can
Zoo,
exist
you
in like a modern.
land right there. All right, so the rest of you basically just kind of glide down, land in this nice little delta looking thing, and he just slams into the ground. As the rest of you all basically almost as one turn back and begin to prepare for the fight, for this next phase of the fight, drawing what weapons and whatnot you have. He gets up and just towers over all of you.
Well, you know what they say.
I would like.
Say like the bigger they are, the harder they fall.
Yeah, but you're forgetting one little thing there. He's floating!